these are practical challenges that I face in each and every day life when it comes to my business. I do understand this for sure, that most companies are not comfortable with talking about their daily challenges, especially when it comes to their businesses or their companies. But inside the Shoeboss sneaker industry, it's a free learning platform, and these are not only the daily challenges, they are monthly challenges, they are weekly challenges, they are yearly challenges, and I hope this might actually save your day. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video, we do have the Shoeboss Valentine's promotion that is going on, and it's going on WhatsApp, it's going on Facebook, it's going on Instagram, on TikTok, and it's going to end on the 14th of February. Just find your way in and buy yourself a pair of sneakers. It's not just supporting, it's showing love, it's showing confidence, and trust me, the shoes from the Shoeboss are not just for sneakers. We do not sell that. We sell culture, we sell confidence. In fact, we sell your day, how your day has to end. It has to be reflected by the way you look, and to be honest with you, confidence begins when you look better. And inside the Shoeboss sneaker industry, I always make sure I deliver the best. The first and foremost thing is sales. To be honest with you, there is no business that I've ever seen succeeding without sales. Sales cures it all. It cures everything. When it comes to the Shoeboss in Zimbabwe, it was quite different from the way in which I was working in India. It's very clear that I didn't have any customers here. I had to build them from start. I have to, start from nowhere. And honest with you, it was just a mess. I do remember I made a video of 2 months no sales, and if it was somebody else, they would have quit. But because I'm the Shoeboss, and this is not just a business, but it's a passion, it's something that I can be like, I wake up to every day and be like, I love this and I just want to do it no matter what. And if I have to fail, I have to be dead. So sales is the #1 challenge that I actually face in my business. I do not know about you guys. Number 2, guys, it's enough knowledge. To be honest with you, you need a lot of knowledge about your business, your environment, your economy, the people, the targeted audience, the pricing, the marketing, the competition. All those things, you need to gather them, to gather information. I did my homework before, but to be honest with you, I didn't have that much knowledge because I was working online, and getting into an offline business, it was quite different. So enough knowledge is one of those challenges. I was like, oh my goodness. On the contrary, I do also understand that nothing beats experience. To be honest with you, I had to be very calm, because I remember that I was kind of hyper. I was this guy who was expecting a lot. You had to be calm, to go through the density of things, just because of the way in which you are being molded by the situations that you are facing on a day-to-day life. And nothing, to be honest with you, nothing beats experience. And I love that. Number 3, the reality of business is this: nobody is coming to save you. The truth is, nobody is coming to save you when you're in your downfall. Nobody is coming to save you when you don't have the money to pay rent, and nobody is coming to save you when you do not even have anything to provide, and it hurts. Nobody is coming to save that business if you cannot do something about it. So you have to get up every day in the morning, just do whatever it takes for you to survive, for that business to survive. I remember the story of Elon Musk and Tesla in 2008, I think. It was going to his downfall, and he had to drive miles and miles with an unfinished product just to present it to an investor, so that they can be able to invest in his company, and so that he can be able to save that company from falling. So you have to do whatever it takes for you to save your business. You have to save yourself. Number 4, ladies and gentlemen, it's inventory versus profit versus expenses. There is what we call balance sheet. There is what we call profit and loss. All those kind of things are accounting stuff that most people do not really focus on most of the time. But when it comes to me and my business, I focus on those things so much. In what sense? In the sense that I need to know whether I'm making money or whether I'm making loss. Because by the end of the month, you may put a bigger smile on your face, not realizing that you are selling inventory of last 2 years. That inventory is already a loss, because it's been holding money for the past 2 years and you haven't done anything about it. And the second thing is profit. Whether you're making money or not, you need to have a full clear calculation on your expenses and your incomes and get the result, either if it is higher or it is lower. That's another thing. And the other thing is on the expenses, which is really important, because to be honest with you, controlling all those things is not an easy task. And what I mean by this is, if you are paying a rent of $500 where you are actually renting, it simply means you have to make $500 every day in order for you to actually say, I'm making profit here and there is progress in my business. Now imagine that you're not making anything for the past 2 days and you look at the way in which things are going. Maybe the third day then you make $200 or something like that. You are not making any money. To be honest with you, business is very vast, very big, that it needs big brains. And what I mean by that is, you do not need to find $1,000 as a big amount of money. You need to find $1,000 as $1 or as $100. Why? Because it's not that much. When it comes to business, you need to have enough capital, enough money, so that your business can run smoothly. And here is my advice. Inventory, of course, it's power, but to be honest with you, cash is your oxygen. In what sense? In the sense that when things go other way around, you may have the inventory, but without cash, I promise you this, you will suffer and your business will suffer. So you need to make sure that all the time you have a stack of cash, amount of cash that you can use just in case anything happens. And that's my advice. And number 50, ladies and gentlemen, is time. To be honest with you, this is something that I never knew, that oh my goodness, business needs your time. You are working 18 hours. Maybe sometimes when you're even asleep, you're even working. Because have you ever realized, like, sometimes you'll be like, you are asleep, but at the same time you're like awake? It's like so hectic. It needs enough time. It needs your presence. Look at me right now. It's about 9 p.m. right now. Everybody is gone. There is no noise out there. That's the time I'm talking about. I woke up at 5 a.m. When I reach home, it's just going to bed. And I wake up every day, Monday to Sunday, the entire month, just like that. So business needs time. Number 6, ladies and gentlemen, is called change of market. You actually have to study the market itself. That the type of people who are coming to your shop to buy are not just students. These are mothers and fathers who are coming from families, right? They have their own families to take care of. So buying something like a sneaker would be really the last thing they have to think about. Then the other thing is the knowledge of shoes itself. I have realized that my Zimbabwean fellows, they do not have that much knowledge of sneakers. Most of them, they are used to replicas, and most of them, they are used to fakes. And when you tell them that you're selling a premium product, they kind of confuse it with the percentage of the sneaker when it comes to originality. And then comes the other part of the amount of money that most of your customers are actually getting when it comes to salary or their income. You have to calculate that most of these guys, maybe they're receiving $300 to $500 right? And so buying a sneaker for $80, come on, or buying a sneaker for $50, oh come on, they can't put that much amount on a pair of sneaker. They'll just go for a $10 pair of sneaker that they can use for a month, and then they go for another one, and just goes like that. It's a real market experience. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, it's availability. When I'm talking about availability, there is what we call time, right? I think I've talked about that. Have you ever realized that sometimes you may take somebody to dinner and then they will be like, oh my goodness, everything is going good, and then after some time then you realize that oh my god, they were not even available when you ask them the questions. Availability, I'm talking about you being available at your work, available at your business. You need to be there. You need to be present, mentally present, everything present, and that really matters. I hope this video helps you well, and see you in the next one.